Hi friends, Tina Did It here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have two projects for you. I have the little heart planter and a kissing booth, which by the way you can use as a gift, and I'm definitely in love with it. They both turned out really cute. So if you want to see how I made these two using all Dollar Tree items, just keep on watching. To make the heart plant, I'm going to start off with these clay pots from Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack. This is the larger one. I believe it's the 3.5 inches. The other one is a little bit smaller, so the one I used here for this project is the 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to save the other clay pot for a different DIY. Now I'm going to paint my clay pot using this white paint by Craftsmart, and I'm just going to give it one coat. It's enough. And I'm going to also paint the bottom and the top rim on the outside. Make sure when you're picking out your clay pot though that they're not broken. I did notice while I was getting mine that there were a few in the store that were broken, so be careful when picking it up. Make sure they're not broken or cracked. Now I'm going to go in with this floral foam, and basically with a box cutter I'm just going to measure and cut until I get the perfect size inside of my clay pot. Before I forget to mention, if you like videos that are straight on point and cute and simple projects like this one, and definitely affordable, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you're notified every time I upload a video. Here I'm working on my first one. I'm just going to keep cutting down until I get the perfect fit. Just make sure it's nice and snug down there. We will be gluing it, but I want to make sure that it's not too small and not too big. Now I'm going to work on the second level, and I realized that it was still a little bit high. So I did go back eventually after I got the perfect size. I cut it in half. Do you see how it's too tall? So I went in later on and I cut it in half, and I put that on top of the other one. See, just like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to take them both out again, and with hot glue, I'm going to glue them to each other and to the bottom of the pot. To make our little plant, we're going to go in with the 12-inch dowel sticks from Dollar Tree. I did trim it down just a little bit, but I also found that the 6-inch one was a little bit too short. So I went in with the 12-inch and just trimmed it down to the way I like it. But before I put that in, I will put my heart and everything on it. I did pick up these heart grapevines from Dollar Tree, and this is definitely a great deal because you get 5 in the pack. And just make sure when you're picking up the hearts that they sort of look like hearts, because you see the first one, it doesn't really have that bend in the middle. This one looks fine. So you got to make sure when you're picking it up that they actually look like hearts. Now I'm going to take the grapevine heart and I'm going to apply some hot glue on the tip, the end of it, and that's where I'm going to glue my dowel stick. Make sure your dowel stick isn't showing through the heart, because that's where we're going to add our little foam hanging heart later on. So make sure your dowel stick is not showing. I wanted to decorate my clay pot a little bit, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wrap the top area with twine, and yeah, I'm going to apply a little bit of hot glue as I go, and I'm going to wrap the entire top area only with twine. Now, this is my favorite part. I'm going to take one of these foam hearts. They have 24 in a pack, and they come, I believe, in pink or red, and I went with the red one. So now I'm just going to take some fish line, some fishing wire, and I'm going to use a needle for this, and we're going to get our fishing wire through the foam heart and hang it onto the grapevine heart. You'll see in a minute. This turned out to be a super cute idea because the foam heart literally looks like it's just floating there since you can't really see the wire. So I'm just going to take that through and I'm going to cut it and just double knot it, or make 3 knots if you need to, and just to make sure that the wire doesn't come out through the bottom. And that's it. I'm going to glue it onto the grapevine heart as if it's floating there. After making a few knots, I'm going to cut the extra piece of wire there, and I will be adding a tiny little piece of hot glue just to keep the knot in place. Once again, I don't want this going through the foam heart in any way and falling off. So just a tiny piece of glue, and then pull your knot down, and that should glue it in place. Now it's time to glue that onto the center of the grapevine heart. And once the wire is glued, this is how it should look. This totally reminds me of something that you would see in the movie Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why, but I definitely like the look of it. Now I'm just going to give my twine a little cleanup, and I'm going to add some grass or reindeer moths onto the plant itself. And I'm just going to poke my stick, my dowel stick, right through there. But I'm also going to give my little reindeer moths a little cleanup. So I'm just going to poke that through, and I will grab my scissors one more time and make a little final trim. Now, as for the bottom, this part is definitely optional. You can have either chocolate or flowers. I decided to go with flowers instead, but you can definitely just add kisses onto the bottom and it still looks nice. So I'm just going to add my flowers in, and just to be a little extra, I'm going to put the heart foam, one of the red heart foams, onto the twine that I did earlier. And that's pretty much it. We're done with this project. I definitely love the way it turned out, and I think it's a must try. I think it's super cute and simple and looks amazing on the desk, so you have to give that one a try. Now on to our next project. I picked up this crate from Dollar Tree. Of course, like I said in the beginning of the video, everything that I used for these projects are from Dollar Tree, and I will, by the way, put the list of the items that I used in this video down in the description, so that way it's much easier for you to just write it down. Now I have the 6-inch dowel sticks and this palette, also from Dollar Tree. It's the rectangle one because I also believe that they have one that's a square. And now I'm going to also use the wood squares, the little cubes. And I'm basically going to paint my crate in this Cameo pink paint by Apple Barrel, and the palette in the Cameo pink paint. The other, the dowel sticks and the 4 cubes that I mentioned earlier, the mini cubes, those are going to be white. Of course, colors you can play around with and make it fit your style. You don't have to necessarily use the same colors that I'm using here. Once you're done painting, you should have something like this. I'm not worried about painting the inside of my crate since I will have things going inside of it, but I did paint everything else. So the bottom of the palette is painted pink. Now I'm just going to add my legs onto my kissing booth, and this is the bottom of the crate. It's not the side. I completely flipped it over, and I'm adding my 4 little mini cubes onto there and creating the legs. And now I'm just going to flip it back over, and it's time to glue in our dowel sticks with the hot glue gun. And now I'm just going to basically put one dowel stick onto each corner. My glue gun didn't necessarily reach the end of the crate, so what I'm doing here is I'm just putting a little bit of glue onto the middle part and the top part, and I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue onto the bottom of the dowel, and that should glue it in place. But my glue gun would not fit into that that little crate. So just work with what you have, and if you do need to put some glue onto the dowel, then go ahead and do so. Now that I'm done gluing my dowels, it's time to glue our palette onto the top, and we're basically done with our booth. So now I'm just going to add a little dab of hot glue onto each dowel and put the palette right on top. Just make sure to try to center it, and yeah, it looks great. I love the way it turned out. I love the way it looks so far. But I'm not done yet. So here I have some wooden letters from Dollar Tree, and I like the natural color it has, but with the Cameo pink, I feel like it didn't really go with the style that I'm looking for. So what I ended up doing is painting them in red and a hot pink color. I will put the names of those paints down in the description because I felt like that was a perfect match. So I'm just going to glue 2 wooden hearts, which, by the way, those are the sticker wooden hearts from Dollar Tree, and I just went ahead and painted them and added a little bit of glue and put one on each corner. And now I'm just going to add the word kiss, and that's it. We can fill our crate, our kissing booth, with anything we'd like now. This is perfect as a gift, or you can just have it as decoration if you'd like. But here I just put a little monkey inside, and that monkey is also from Dollar Tree. And now that I'm done painting the word kiss, I'm just going to glue that onto the front of the crate, and I'll be right back. Look at this, you guys. Isn't he adorable? Look at those eyes. I definitely love this monkey. And oh, by the way, I wanted to share this with you guys as well. These, I guess they're like ice packs from Dollar Tree, but they're shaped like hearts. They come in gold and pink, and they come 2 in a pack. I was thinking of making a little gnome and having the gnome holding one of these hearts. So if you like making gnomes, these might actually be a good idea. And now I need your help. Should I keep the monkey in there, or should I have it as a puppy like I'm going to show you in a minute? This monkey I just basically folded in half and I stuffed it in there. Or should I give this puppy that also has on the side of it be mine and added a little bag of kisses next to it? What do you think, the monkey or the puppy? I think that the puppy turned out pretty cute as well, but I don't know, you guys. I need your help on this. So make sure to comment down below. I need your help, puppy or monkey. Now I'm just fixing him up a little bit, and that's it. Look how cute this project turned out. I love how it's super simple to make, and it turned out pretty cute. You can definitely add more to it if you'd like, but I like how simple it is and adorable it is. But here they are, both of them. Final product. Let me know what you think down in the comments. You know, I'd love to hear from you, and let me know what you think. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more fun DIYs. And don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.